Hello everybody, it's Cap Corgi here. I wanted to give an update. I've been covering all of this news very heavily about gaming censorship and internet censorship over the past few days. I'm going to cycle through a couple of videos. Most recent one actually is about MasterCard getting caught lying about the gaming censorship, but I've been covering it since the very beginning with the collective Karens, collective shout, all that BS. Yeah, it's gotten worse, guys. I hate having to always keep saying this. I hate, being the bearer of bad news. But I really think that all of us being forearmed is better than not. And so I saw a couple of posts over the past couple of days about an alarming thing, and a couple of YouTube comments from you guys actually. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, by the way, for always trying to everyone in the most recent videos, especially giving me a heads up here and there. I heard, from you guys first, hey, have you heard about the YouTube thing? And I'm like, what YouTube thing? And so I had to look it up, and, I've been seeing it over the past, couple of weeks as well. Basically, YouTube is going to be asking us, I don't know if it's going to be our passport, but it's going to be our ID in order to watch videos. Yes, that's the rub. We're going to dive into it right here. It's bad. So yeah, YouTube is saying that, 2.7 billion people who access YouTube over every single month will be now asking for our personal information in order to watch. Also, very relatedly, and I'll go over the announcement, I'll go over YouTube's discussion, I'll go over it all. Do not worry, we got plenty of stuff here. But along with it is, all kinds of reports from people, from other creators, from people online, talking about, how VPNs are being attacked by YouTube as well. So if you're thinking, a lot of people, understandably think, oh, hey, don't worry about it. I got this baller VPN. I got, this VPN, that VPN, I'm totally fine. No, YouTube is attacking the VPNs. So do not count on proxies and VPNs. That might not save you. In fact, it likely won't. People are going all over the place. You can just literally look up, that's one mention. They're attacking, the Reddit for YouTube is attacking any kind of posts that talk about the issue as well, that talk about the censorship and everything. I don't know if this video will get, demonetized or, shadow banned by YouTube. So if you guys do care about this kind of content, you guys care about someone who speaks truth to power, take a moment out of your day, give this video a like, give it a sub, ring the bell for notifications, give it a comment, and tell me how pissed you are about YouTube's new policy, because this is starting tomorrow. Literally tomorrow. A lot of people think it's related to the UK's Online Safety Act. That was the one that I made the big video about I think, was it like 10 days ago? That was one of the huge steps in the direction of, the end of internet anonymity and the increasing forced usage by all of these websites for our personal information, our IDs and everything to verify who we are in order to literally go on like YouTube and Wikipedia and any other normal site, which is something I warned about all the way at the very beginning. I talked about it when we started to see collective Karens, collective shout, MasterCard and Visa attacking, the adult video games, just about it's been over a month ago now, man. It's hard to think about, how quickly things have changed so badly for all of us. But yeah, it's, about a month and a half ago, I told everyone then, it will never, ever stop at that. Kids' safety, which is what they use as, the excuse, is and always has been and always will be a fucking Trojan horse. Nothing but a Trojan horse, an excuse to take away your rights and my rights and everyone's rights. And that is the right to free speech, That is the right to be able to look at things and, enjoy things, whether it's Wikipedia or a video game or whatever, as literal fucking adults, by the way, without having to dox ourselves, without having to risk our, actual ID, our most sensitive of sensitive information, and without having to do any of that. It's absolutely ridiculous what these companies get away with, man. And it's absolutely ridiculous what these governmental agencies and these governments are trying to force. And so the UK's Online Safety Act is what a lot of people are thinking is forcing YouTube's hand to do this. I think they've been wanting to do this for a while because, tin hat time. One thing I think is that YouTube has had a problem with bots. We've seen videos about it. We've seen Mudahar talk about it. We've seen Asmongold talk about it. We've seen Moist Critical talk about it. All the big talking heads, Linus Tech Tips, and so on and so forth, about the bot problem on YouTube. You go to any YouTube content, you go to any YouTube video, you'll see in the comment section all of the absolute, completely obvious bots talking to each other. And that is a giant chunk of YouTube traffic. The problem is that everyone knows it. It's an open secret. So if you know it and I know it and everyone knows it, that means the advertisers know it too. And the advertisers don't want bots to be counted as traffic because they don't want to pay for bots. They want to pay for normal human users. This is one reason, by the way. I don't know if you saw, but YouTube has changed how it does this algorithm for videos, which is why everyone is saying now, please leave a comment, please leave a like. It's because if you only watch a few minutes of the video and you do nothing else, you don't leave a like or comment or anything like that, you're not really considered an actual viewer, an active viewer. Actually, the term is active viewer by YouTube. Instead, in order to be considered like a higher tier of viewer, to give a boost to whatever video or creator you like, you have to give the like and you have to give the comment, because otherwise it doesn't really count nearly as strongly. It's really crazy that YouTube has pushed it that far, but very much because like you do for Twitch or anything like that, a lot of people lurk. They just turn on a video, put it on the background, they join the background. That's how that's how I watch most of my YouTube videos. And I think that's a lot how all my friends watch YouTube videos, and just by my own small sample size, that's probably how you guys use YouTube as well. YouTube, however, does not give a fuck. They want their money. They want their advertising dollars. They want their marketing money. And so as a result, we all have to cater to these fucking dick suckers. Anyways, going back to it, the actual meat and potatoes of what happened is not even this. So starting tomorrow. So here's what is going on. Starting tomorrow, YouTube will be looking at every single person, every single user's, yours, mine, everyone's account. And by virtue of what we watch and what our playlists are and what videos we've commented on and liked and so on, YouTube will be using AI, whether we opt in or not. The days of us opting in for AI to, go over our posts and everything, I think those are long gone. Websites like YouTube and everything, they don't give a fuck anymore. Whether we like it or not, AI will be combing through all of our shit to determine, in this case, our age. And if the YouTube's new AI feature decides that we are not an adult, we will be basically limited to the kids' version of YouTube, using age-appropriate protections and so on and so forth, digital well-being tools, disabling personalized advertising, though that's not so bad, adding safeguards recommendations. Basically, we'll be relegated to YouTube Kids the entire time. And the problem is that if the AI finds us to be under 18, like say you like Roblox or whatever, right? Or you like Minecraft or whatever, like, you know, other younger Zoomer level game is right now, you will be probably thought of by YouTube's AI as a child. And if you are, in order to prove you're not a child, you're gonna have to give your credit card or government ID to verify your age. This is insane. This is absolutely, absolutely insane. This is a bit of an older article, so saying like, oh yeah, it'll be like in a couple of weeks and stuff. This is starting tomorrow. This is, this is all the way in July 30th. And by the way, we all found out about this, the blog post by YouTube about the built-in protections to more teens on YouTube. This is how they're couching it, of course. Just protect the kids, protect the teens. All that fucking dog shit. And I'm giving you the real reasons why. I already did. So, hey, look, no one else will tell you how it is. In fact, where the fuck are the large content creators talking about this entire debacle? Dude, I know Louis Grossman talked about it. He's a legend. He's always looking out for the little guy. But besides him, like, who the fuck else is talking about this? Maybe I missed Mutahar and Moist and everyone else talking about it, but I don't think I know any large content creators talking about this, or at least in the volume that it should be, considering we're on the platform. We make videos for the platform. But, you know, I'll always tell you how it is. Whether you like it or not, whether, you know, YouTube likes it or not, I will always give it to you straight. Anyways, so YouTube made their official blog post. I will, of course, link all of these things in the description below. So if you want to read them yourselves, please do read them. And absolutely come over them with a fine-tooth comb. Protect your own data. Protect your own ID always. Do not just take my word for it. Absolutely read it yourself. That's why I always include the sources in the description below, no matter what I'm fucking covering. And anyways, so but yeah, so they made this blog post when? July 29th, 2025. That is 2 weeks ago. This is for something that is starting tomorrow. So 0 lead time. And they did this on purpose. They don't want us to have lead time. They don't want us to talk about it. They don't want us to think about this. Nothing. And I think that's why. Like, you know, this kind of blindsided a lot of large content creators, in my opinion. So I think that's one reason probably you're not seeing much about this. But yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy. Apparently in February, they shared that they would soon do this. But now they are officially really doing it. But yeah. So here's how it works. We'll use AI to interpret a variety of signals that determine whether a user is over or under 18. These, by the way, I hate the fact that AI can now read our shit, whether we like it or not. You know, at least, you know, back in the, back in the olden days of last year or a couple of months ago, we had to opt in to a lot of this AI dog shit. And now we just don't have a fucking choice, by the way. You're going to see this more and more often. If you're as pissed about this as I am, definitely leave a comment and tell me what you're pissed about. I would love to hear your thoughts, man, because this is driving me bananas, man. I fucking hate this shit. But yeah, we'll use AI to interpret signals that include the types of videos a user is searching for, the categories of videos they've watched, or the longevity of the account. So if you have a YouTube account for like 20 years or whatever, then you're probably okay. But if you are like me, I only made this YouTube account when I started to, you know, create YouTube content for you guys. That's a year and a half ago. My YouTube account is like a year and a half old. Actually, I think it's like 3 years old or something. That was when I started to, like, you know, film videos and stuff like that. I just didn't put any up because my editing was dog shit. They'll probably think I'm a kid, which is really ridiculous. But yeah, if you're you know, a younger YouTube account in terms of the account age, even if you're 40 years old, 50 years old, or whatever, and you really like Minecraft content, get ready to put your ID up to YouTube to verify that you're an adult, or you will have your entire YouTube algorithm fucked up beyond repair. It's going to be a debacle. I am expecting tomorrow and the coming week to go really, really fucking poorly. Anyways, the system identifies a teen user. If it does, will automatically apply our age-appropriate experiences, including, like I said, those things, safeguards recommendations, and including limiting or repetitive views of some kinds of content. So if you're the type of person who likes to, like, go to sleep to live creepypastas, which is a very, very popular form of content, or like, long plays of Project Zomboid or whatever. Maybe not Project Zomboid, that's a mature game. But let's just say Roblox or whatever. Yeah, you're probably gonna be screwed. And they'll probably limit the amount of videos you can watch. It seems like this is crazy. If the system incorrectly estimates a user to be under 18, you will have to prove it by verifying using a credit card or government ID. Will only allow users who have been inferred, or verified as over 18 to view age-restricted content. So now, basically whenever I create a video, I will tell you how the sausage is made. I have to tell YouTube, is this a video for kids or not? And it's like a little tab, yes or no, and I have to click the yes or no. And obviously I do know, because I custom my videos, I cover mature games, and that's fine. However, basically, starting tomorrow, a lot of the people who don't want to put their, verified and government ID and the real information up, which is totally understandable. I can very much understand why someone would not want to do that. I don't want to do that, but frankly, I'll have no choice. Basically, you will never see my videos again. So make sure you leave a sub and make sure you hit the notifications, because otherwise, basically we're going to be super limited as creators as well. This is going to affect our creator bottom line as well as you guys viewing YouTube, me viewing YouTube. This is going to affect YouTube as a platform. And I don't think YouTube is ready for the fallout. I don't think YouTube is ready to lose hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars yet over this. But, they're going to do it anyways, because this is what YouTube does. They basically force us to bend over backwards to suck their dick, no matter what, because they set the rules and they say jump and we have to say how high. But yeah, this really, really sucks. Going on, there's a little good Fox Detroit, which is local channel. Nothing large is covering this, by the way. This random local channel is the one that I was able to find about this, and it just has the same information, but I'll link it. And it's also going back to the entire, it's actually a pretty good article. It's going back through the timeline, talking about the Online Safety Act in July, and how basically all of those things have led down to this, because in the US, because of Australia, because of the UK, because of the EU and their destructive and disgusting censorship push, the US has decided to reintroduce some laws as well, called the Screen Act and the Kids Online Safety Act, KOSA. KOSA is very, very similar to the Online Safety Act, the OSA, which is the one I covered for, the end of internet anonymity for England and the UK. So extremely, extremely similar stuff. And I will be making a video about these two acts specifically as well. So if you do want to see that content, definitely let me know that in the comments below, so I can kind of guide what videos I make for you guys. I only have a limited amount of time. I don't do this as a full-time job. I have a full-time job. This is just a side gig that I would love to turn into a full-time job. And so I would love to hear your thoughts on what I need to cover for you guys, what you guys are interested in, so I can guide my content from there and make, the shit that you like. But yeah, neither law has been voted on in the House or Senate as of August 12th. However, YouTube doesn't care, and they'll be making this entire shift in their entire platform just because these two laws have been reintroduced, even though they've not been voted on. However, what also this means is that in order to combat this, obviously it's not going to stop anything tomorrow, sadly, but the Screen Act and the Online Safety Act, if you're a US viewer, if you're in the US like I am, these are the two biggest threats to us. This is how I read this. This gives me a targeting reticle of okay, I gotta zone in on this, I gotta hone in on this, I gotta figure out which senators and which representatives are supporting the Screen Act and the Kids Online Safety Act. so I can start sending fucking letters to them. I can start bugging them with phone calls. You know, the entire push that we did for Visa and MasterCard, haranguing them with calls, you know, calling their support number over and over and over again, making them fucking miserable until they, you know, get back into a corner and start making mistakes. Do the same thing to your representatives. Absolutely the exact same thing. And I will definitely start covering who is exactly covering this, who is exactly supporting these dog shit acts, and, you know, hopefully we can enact some real change. Because let me tell you, squeaky wheel has always gotten the oil, and we have to be the squeaky wheel in order to protect our own rights. This will be fought in the Supreme Court, probably at some point. This will at least be fought in, you know, courts in general. But I don't want it to get to that point. I want to fight it out now. I want to make sure it doesn't even get to that point. I want to make sure that when the law gets voted on in the House or the Senate, or both, it has to be, for the Screen Act or the Kids Online Safety Act, both of them don't pass. They don't even come close. If we focus on it now, we can make sure these laws are not even fucking written. They put it back in the freezer. This is not the first time that they've tried to pass these two acts, by the way. They've been trying to pass these acts for years. So there's a reason they got put back in the fridge. They got the kibosh on it. It's because we have the pesky First Amendment and you know, a few other amendments that protect our rights as individuals. And this is very much in absolute contradiction to those basic rights that you and I have in the U.S. But regardless, we gotta fight. We gotta fight, and I want to make sure we dismantle it this time, so it doesn't keep coming back like a fucking whack-a-mole. Anyways, yeah, this is just going over the exact same information, and it's also, by the way, this article is even better than I thought. It's even going back into the TAP and some other things about the dangers of putting your IDs into the hands of these fucking websites. So this is exactly why you don't do it. And I made a video about the TAP as well. I'll definitely look at this description as well if you want to see that. Basically, it's like 72,000 women got completely doxxed by this stupid app because they put their, you know, personal information, their pictures, their ID, and so on and so forth for an app that was not prepared to protect their actual IDs. Which is very, very sad. I mean, I don't agree with the app existing, but the fact that they got doxxed is also really fucking terrible. So yeah, definitely not a good situation. I wish I could give you really fun information. I wish I could give you like a celebration about how this is all getting fixed, but it's gotten worse. And apparently there's going to be a YouTube boycott set for tomorrow, August 13th, 2025. Users rally against the AI age verification. This is only on comicbookclick.com and probably some others as well, but I wanted to make sure I got this video up, man. But I don't really know who's going to be covering this. I really don't know who is going to be actually boycotting this. I don't think most users know about this. But yeah, so in response to these concerns, a grassroots boycott movement has gained momentum. Organizers are encouraging users to refrain from accessing YouTube all of August 2025 to protest the new policy. Honestly, guys, I won't be putting up any video tomorrow. I can tell you that much. I normally put up a video every single day, almost every single day. Some days I miss because I got to take care of my dad and things like that, personal things, but I definitely won't be tomorrow, and I will be protesting new policy as well for sure, and I definitely recommend you guys do so. Will it make a difference? I'm not entirely sure. But if it's widely observed, it could have significant implications for YouTube, and they might actually sit up and take notice. I can tell you, as a creator, I get detailed information from YouTube all the time about every single video, down to like, you know, the average age of the viewers in England who watch my videos or whatever. So they have like detailed information on us already, but you know, it's kind of ridiculous that it's now forced upon us. There's a lot of question marks in that, so it's like, you know, a lot of people don't report their age, so we didn't get that age information. Totally fair. But now, what I'm saying is, YouTube tracks these things very, very closely. So maybe a boycott would actually be seen by YouTube. I'm hoping so. And I will definitely be at least participating in it myself. So I'm putting this video up right now. And hopefully something better happens. I will cover it on the outside, though. I will be letting you guys know what happens. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Again, very sorry that it's not the best news ever. It's kind of the worst news ever. But you know, I will always give to you straight. So definitely let me know in the comments. Let the world know. Tell your friends about this video. Share it across social media. Do whatever you can to get the word out, because I'm pretty sure most people don't even know how YouTube is going to change forever tomorrow. And that's really fucking sad. But I'll always give to you straight. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Hope we'll get some fun gameplay videos up for you guys too, because that's what I really love to do on this channel. Anyways, love you tons. Stay strong. Keep the fight up. And kick some fucking ass.